Welcome back, everyone. In this lesson, I'm going to show you how to work with arrays in NASM. So we're going to create a new file. We're going to call it arrays.c. And this is going to have a main function, of course. We're going to include stdio.h. We're going to have our little assembly function called set to 50. This is going to take an integer array and an index. And this will set the index in the array to 50. That's what it's going to do. Very simple. And of course, it's external. It'll be in our assembly function. And we're going to say init a equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just going to put void here. You don't need to do that. We're going to say set to 50 a 2. So this should change the second element. Then we're going to loop through every element. And we're going to print it. And we're going to print the new line. And we're going to return. That's a very simple C program, but obviously the magic will happen in our assembly function. So let's create that now. We're going to say arrays.asm. We're going to say bits 64. We're going to say global set to 50. We're going to have our text section. We're going to say set to 50 colon. And it's very simple, guys. We move D word. Why D word? Because we're working with integers. RDI is the first argument, as you know. RSI will be the second argument. And then we multiply by 4. And then we move 50. And that is it, guys. So it will take RDI, which is the first argument, which will be the array. Second argument, RSI, is the index to change. And we multiply by 4. Why do we multiply by 4? Because each element is 4 bytes long. Okay, so let's test this now then. We're going to say nasm-f alpha64 arrays.asm-o arrays.o. And then we're going to say gcc arrays.c arrays.o-o arrays. We're going to run arrays. And you can see element 2 is 5. So 0 is 50, I mean. So 0, 1, 2, and you can see 50 has been inserted in the middle. So yeah, that worked successfully. Let's just change it to 9 so it's a bit more readable. So we'll change it to 9. I'm going to run that command again, compile again. We're going to run again. And now you can see it a bit more simpler now. So we got 1, 2, and instead of 3, we have 9. Okay, so we've changed the second element. Why the second element? Because indexes start from 0. 0, 1, 2. Okay, this is the second element in the array. So that's how you work with arrays in assembly, guys, basically. So another thing you could do, guys, you could also just multiply the RSI register by 4 in a separate instruction. But why do that when we have this instruction, which works just fine? So one thing I want to say, guys, this doesn't work the same way as C, okay? So something like this, it doesn't produce several instructions. This is the instruction, okay? And for this reason, there's rules on the amounts we can multiply by, okay? There's fixed amounts. So we can multiply by 1, 2, 4, or 8, okay? If you wanted something else in here like 10, let's try it, like 10, there's going to be some problem. So I'll show you. You see, invalid 64-bit address. So in cases like that, you will have to use the multiplication instructions, okay? So what you would do in that case like that, where if you wanted 10, you basically say I multiply for a multiplication, RAX, RSI 10, okay? So multiply 10 with RSI and store the result in RAX. And then obviously you would just do plus RAX here, like that. And now if we try again, you can see it assembles. But obviously that won't work properly because we're working with an array of integers. But I just wanted to show you what to do if you don't have like word-sized multiplications, okay? because this is not the same as writing some math in C. This is an instruction, okay, on the processor, okay? There's certain ways you can use the instructions, and if you want to do something that isn't an opcode or isn't a valid operand for an opcode, then it's not going to work, okay? So I just wanted to make that clear. You know, you can only use words here, word multipliers only, okay, up to 8. Otherwise, you have to do it the way I just showed you. So yeah, that's how it's done, guys. Okay, so yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this lesson.